What if I told you that you could actually build wealth during an economic slowdown? It sounds crazy, I know. Most people hear words like recession or slowdown and they immediately think about hiding their money under the mattress. They see flashing red numbers on the news and their first instinct is to sell everything. But here's the secret the wealthy don't always share. Downturns are not just a threat, they are also an incredible opportunity. It's during these uncertain times that fortunes can be made, not by panicking but by playing smart defensive offense with your money. So let's smash that like button for the algorithm and get right into it. The year is 2025 and the economic headlines are, let's say, less than thrilling. We've seen some cooling off, the rapid growth we got used to has tapped the brakes. Think of it like this, navigating a slowing economy is like driving in the rain. You don't just pull over and wait for the sun to come out because you might be waiting for a very long time. Instead, you adapt. You slow down a little, you turn on your windshield wipers, and you increase the distance between you and the car in front of you. The 5 investments we're about to break down are your all-weather tires, designed to give you traction when the market feels slick and unpredictable. Alright, let's start with the absolute foundation. It's not glamorous, it won't make you a millionaire overnight, but it is arguably the most important move you can make in a shaky economy. I'm talking about a high-yield savings account, or HYSA. An HYSA is just a savings account, usually offered by an online-only bank, that pays a significantly higher interest rate than traditional banks because they don't have the overhead of physical branches. We're talking interest rates that can be 10 times higher, 20 times higher, or even 50 times higher. This means your money isn't just sitting there, it's actively working for you, earning you more money every single month without you lifting a finger. Think of your HYSA as your financial emergency room. It's where you keep your emergency fund, 3 to 6 months of living expenses. If you lose your job, your car breaks down, or you have an unexpected medical bill, you don't have to panic and sell your stocks or real estate. You have a dedicated pool of cash that has also been quietly growing. For example, if you have $10,000 in an account earning 4.5% APY, that's an extra $450 a year for doing absolutely nothing. These accounts are FDIC insured up to $250,000. Good examples. Ally, Marcus by Goldman Sachs, Capital One 360. Your first homework assignment is to get one of these. Seriously, do it today. Now that your emergency fund is safely tucked away and earning interest, it's time to talk about growing your wealth for the long term. And when it comes to long-term growth, especially in an uncertain market, boring is beautiful. I'm talking about broad market index funds. An index fund is a mutual fund or ETF that aims to replicate an index like the S&P 500. 500 of the largest, most established US companies. Think Apple, Microsoft, Johnson & Johnson, and Walmart. Mini story time. Imagine you go to a farmer's market with 500 different stalls. Instead of betting on one stall, you build a market basket that contains a tiny piece from every stall. Your basket wins as the market as a whole wins. During a slowdown, index funds are particularly powerful because you buy the market as a whole, not a single risky bet. Use dollar-cost averaging. Invest a fixed amount regularly. When prices fall, you buy more shares. When prices rise, you buy fewer. Over time, your average cost smooths out. Examples: VOO or SPY replicate the S&P 500. This is the set-it-and-forget-it engine of long-term wealth. It removes emotion from the equation and turns scary downturns into a discount shopping opportunity. Set up automatic monthly contributions. Even $50 helps. Over decades, this is how real, generational wealth is built. Everyone loves the idea of owning real estate. The thought of collecting monthly rent checks and watching your property value grow is the American dream. But let's be real. Being a landlord is a ton of work. Tenants, toilets, taxes, and a big down payment. So how can you get a piece of the real estate pie without the hassle? The answer is REITs, Real Estate Investment Trusts. REITs own apartment buildings, office towers, shopping malls, warehouses, data centers, and even cell towers. They collect rents and are legally required to pay out at least 90% of taxable income to shareholders, meaning dividends. Example, Realty Income, ticker O, calls itself the monthly dividend company and has paid monthly dividends for over 600 months. During a downturn, focus on defensive REIT sectors, warehouses, e-commerce, data centers, and residential apartments, things people and companies still need. A simple way to get exposure is a REIT ETF like VNQ. Trade real estate as easily as a stock and diversify risk. Consider adding REITs for passive income and diversification, especially if you want real estate exposure without the landlord headaches. When times get tough, people start tightening their belts. They cut vacations, memberships, maybe a new car, but they still buy toothpaste. Toilet paper, laundry detergent, groceries, baby food, soda. These are consumer staples. Companies making these goods have strong brand loyalty and predictable revenue, which makes them defensive investments during slowdowns. Think Procter & Gamble, Tide, Crest, Pampers, Coca-Cola, PepsiCo, and retailers like Walmart. Comparison: 2 restaurants, a trendy steakhouse versus a family pizza place. In a recession, which fares better? The pizza place. Consumer staples are the pizza place of the stock market. You can buy individual staple stocks or diversify with an ETF like XLP. They won't explode in a bull market, but they provide stability, dividends, and peace of mind when growth stocks wobble. Allocate a slice of your portfolio to staples for ballast. Think of them as the bricks in your financial house. This last investment can provide the highest return of all, and you have 100% control over it. It might sound like a cheesy motivational poster, but practically speaking, it's the ultimate defensive move. When the job market tightens, the single greatest asset you have is your skill set, your ability to earn. This could be project management certification, learning Python, digital marketing, getting a real estate license, skills that are hard to automate or outsource. Mini story: during 2008, a graphic designer's projects dried up. He spent a few $100s on web dev courses, became a full-stack designer, and not only recovered income, it skyrocketed. Investing in yourself pays back for years. You can learn a lot for free or cheaply. YouTube, your local library, Coursera, Udemy, Skillshare. A small time plus money investment compounds forever. Don't just work in your job, work on your career. A few hours a week can change your financial trajectory. No market crash can wipe out your knowledge. It's recession-proof. Plant that flag on top of your fortress. Your skills are the master architect. To drive this home, a quick story about Panic Pete and Steady Sarah. Both started investing $10,000 in an S&P 500 index fund at the start of 2024. For the first year, things were great. But in 2025, the market dips. Pete sees red and sells, converts $8,500 to cash and waits, trying to time the market. Sarah keeps investing $200/month. She treats the drop like a sale and buys more shares at lower prices. Fast forward. The market recovers and reaches new highs. Sarah's portfolio is now significantly larger because she bought extra discounted shares. Pete likely missed the rebound. Moral: your behavior is more important than your intellect. Don't be Pete, be Sarah. Which one are you, Pete or Sarah? Drop a comment with your choice and why. We covered a lot. Now let's simplify it into an action-oriented playbook for 2025. Outer wall, high-yield savings. Your emergency fund and moat. Non-negotiable. Open one today. Keep the keep strong. Broad market index funds funded with regular automatic contributions. Add support towers, REITs for income real estate exposure, and consumer staples for defensive stability and dividends. And the master architect, you. Invest in skills that increase your lifelong earning power. One action today: open that HISA, set a $50 auto transfer to an S&P 500 index fund, or spend 30 minutes researching a course. Pick one and do it. Drop your thoughts and actions in the comments. Like if this helped, subscribe for weekly practical finance, and ring the bell so you don't miss future playbooks.